Welcome, readers. When I am reading, I like to look for word parts to help me read longer words and to help me understand what these words mean. Today, we're going to look at a base word and think about how that word changes when we add word parts to the beginning or end of the word, how it changes the meaning of that word. Oh, what is a base word? A base word is a word that can stand all on its own and has its own meaning. We can add prefixes to the beginning of the word or suffixes to the end of the word, and it will change the meaning of that word. Are you ready to give it a try? Here we go. Readers, what is this word? Think. Think. This word is think. This is going to be our base word today. Today we're going to practice adding some prefixes and suffixes to this word and think about how those change the meaning of our word. Are you ready to give it a try? Do you know what it means to think? That's right. It's when you connect ideas in your mind. Here we go. Let's try our first word. Let's put our base word up here, think. But what would happen to this word when we add our suffix? What word did we create now? Think-er. I know my suffix tells me that a thinker is someone who thinks. My uncle tells me I'm a thinker because I'm constantly asking questions. I'm going to underline this word yellow because it is a noun, a person, a thinker. All right, are you ready to try our next one? This time, I'm going to put our base word up again, think. But this time, what happens when I add the prefix over? What word did I create now? Overthink. Overthink. I know my prefix over tells me that this is something to do again. So I'm thinking again. To overthink means to think again or to think too much. I always overthink what I want to order off a menu when I'm at a restaurant. I think too much about it. I'm going to go ahead and underline this word green because it is a verb. It's something we do, an action word. All right, readers, let's see what other words we can build with our base word think by adding some more prefixes and suffixes. I'm going to put our base word think back up. What happens this time when we add our prefix re? Rethink. Rethink. Do you remember what our prefix re means? That's right, to do again. So to rethink means to think again. I had to rethink my choice of not cleaning my bedroom, my mother told me. Rethink. I'm going to underline this word, green, also, because it's another verb, an action word, something we do. Are you ready for our next word? I'm going to put our base word up, think. And this time we're going to add a suffix. Let's add our suffix ing. What word did we build? Think-ing, thinking. I'm going to underline this word green because it's another verb, an action word, something we do. I was thinking all day about what I wanted for dinner that evening. Let's try one more. Are you up for a challenge word, readers? I thought you would be. This time we're going to add both a prefix and a suffix to our base word. So let's get our base word up first. Here's our base word, think. Let's add our prefix first, un. We know un means to not do something or to undo something. And let's add our base word, ing. Unthinking. Unthinking. Unthinking means not thinking about your behavior carefully, or maybe somebody who's just rude. the children's unthinking behavior was really starting to upset their parents. I'm going to underline this word, blue, because it's an adjective, a describing word. Unthinking described the children's behavior. Readers, when we think about thinking in the past, how would we say that word is? Normally, if we want to make a verb past tense, we would just add ed to the end of it. But if we were thinking yesterday or last year, we would say we thought. I thought I wanted to order vanilla ice cream, but when I got to the counter, I actually thought chocolate sounded better. So thought is the past tense of think if we did it in the past. I'm going to underline this word green because it's another verb, something we can do. Readers, great work helping me fill out this web. Look at all of these new words we made from our base word think just by adding prefixes and suffixes to that word. Readers, you've done such an amazing job learning how to read all of these words with so many different prefixes and suffixes attached to them. Let's try and read some of these words in a story. Are you ready? Kinsley was a thinker. Thinker. I see my ER suffix. That means someone who thinks. She thought about questions all day long and then would even rethink, or think again, them. Sometimes they were unimaginable, or not imaginable questions about outer space. Other times they were uncommon, or not common questions about animals that live in Antarctica. She wanted to be a scientist when she grew up, and she knew that thinking about all types of questions would help her reach that goal. Readers, now that we understand how to read these words and what they mean, listen to me read the story one more time for fluency without stopping. Kinsley was a thinker. She thought about questions all day long and then would even rethink them. Sometimes they were unimaginable questions about outer space. Other times they were uncommon questions about animals that live in Antarctica. She wanted to be a scientist when she grew up, and she knew that thinking about all types of questions would help her reach that goal. Readers, great job helping me read this story and read these words with prefixes and suffixes and help me understand what they meant.
This program is made possible in part by the Michigan Department of Education, the State of Michigan, and the W.K. Kellogg Foundation. Additional support by viewers like you. Thank you.